Hey guys, this is White Manga here with a new video on drawing leg muscles. So let's get into it, guys. So we start, and I have like simple lines, kind of letting me know where how the leg's going to be positioned. Some characters would have this very less defined. Let's say the character is not that muscular, so the muscles won't be too defined, and sometimes the drawing is basically done as is, where you don't need to go in with too much detail for where the muscles go and things like that. So we're drawing a muscular leg, right? So if a person is not a muscular character, you kind of just smoothen through all of these. But I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. So I have like circles. The circle in the middle is kind of where the knee is supposed to go. Then I have all these other shapes that kind of let me know where all the rest of the muscles go. Then I erase away lightly, and I just add in with, it's going to be a little bit of a obstacle tutorial, so you have to kind of keep track of where these things are. The best way for me to let you guys know, and hell, you might even be better at this than I am, is to actually study the human body and note where all these muscles are, and then memorize the ones you can, and use all these shapes to remind you where they are. Practice with that, and with time you'll be able to use that and draw characters or muscular characters or whatever without that much reference as time goes on. So here I'm going in with detail with the ankles and things like that, and basically this is done, right? For the most part it's done, unless I want to, even before we added the muscles, once we had that shape, that was like at the point where we could then add in like clothing and things like that. But that's not what this video is about. So here at the top, the thigh area, we have those muscles there. We have like two right in front, and there's like one in the middle, like upper in the middle, and then below the knee we have like two at the back. And I'm gonna draw the back of the knee right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about a lot better. So you see, just real simple. You have those two circles right below the knee, right? And they don't go all the way down, they're just like right above the knee. And then we have other that like kind of like a V shape at the top. And then I have that circle there just to let me know where the back of the foot is. And in between that back of the foot and the two right above it, there's like a tendon that goes kind of like in the middle, in between those two. But it's not, we don't get to see it that much because there's still some muscles above that. Again, you look like if you look at a real the real human body, it's a real quick Google search and you'll be able to see all of this. See that we get that arrow's like pointing at the front, is like right behind it. So we're, even though I said front, but this is like the back of that. See that line there? That's the tendon. But this is the back of the leg, right? The arrow is just pointing that the knee is in front of all of this, so we don't get to see like the front of the knee. The lines right above the back of the foot those are like the tendon lines, and then you have the ankles on each side. And that's where the butt will go. So here, so for the most part, if you want to just learn from this tutorial alone, then you kind of have to look at it from an observational point of view. You're not going to learn, like watch one video anywhere and just quickly understand this. If you truly want to learn most of this stuff, you can follow this video, keep track of where I put my muscles, but you have to understand that even then, these legs are a little bit stylized, right? So if you want to know the actual way, you have to, this video will help, other videos will help, but looking at the actual leg, again, is a quick Google search would help as well. So you kind of have to do all of these things. But if you just want to learn the way I do it, then you can keep watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. So here we're going to be drawing the front of the leg. The same rules apply. We're drawing those circles, but we're not. They're going to be less defined because they're at the back of the leg, right? So we're not going to get to see them as much, right? Note that the two circles, one is bigger than the other, right? The one, let's say for the back of the leg, the one on the left is longer and bigger than the one on the right. The leg, even if you just look at like the bone structure of the body, the leg is not just completely straight down, and I'll talk about that a little more. But yeah, the one on the left is bigger and longer than the one on the right. I know someone's gonna come up with a freaking weird joke in the comments now, but moving on. So yeah, drawing the leg from front, we have the two at the top, and there's like one, one other shape in the middle, in between the two, right? So I'm going up with details here. You can see what I'm talking about. We have those two shapes, two muscles. We draw the knee, the two on the side, and there's like one forming like a V right above it. And then you have what I was talking about, right? The two below, we don't get to see them that as defined as you would if you were looking from behind. But as you can see, looking from above, I'm looking from the frontal view, the muscle below the knee on the left is shorter than the one on the right. It's a little wider, but it's shorter and smaller than the one on the right, looking from the front. So here we'll just go in a little more detail, add in some shading here and there. Then there is like an extra muscle right, like on the side close to the V. As you will see, I'm about to put that in there. It's almost like forming like another V, right? Again, this is how I do it. I make it the way I draw it is really stylized and simple. So we have like the muscles, remember the two right above the knee form that V, bigger one above them, but there's like a smaller one, on the right side that's like closer to, I guess, his junk, the junk area, forming like another V, but it's like a smaller one. Again, you can just ignore everything I'm talking about and kind of follow this video from an observational standpoint, or draw as I draw, to make things a whole lot easier. Now the legs, remember I was talking about how the legs are kind of positioned. They have this weird, they're not like straight down, right? The top is kind of a little bit straight down, but once you get to the lower part beneath the knee, it kind of curves away. It's almost like, the legs are curving away from each other as it goes down. Sometimes you can't see it, sometimes you can. Sometimes depending on the character you're drawing, it's different from each character. So that's the basic gist for leg muscles. Try to make this video quick and simple. Have a different video going into detail about drawing like the feet, so don't worry about the feet as much, or you can just follow as I'm drawing in this video. But I have a video that goes into more detail about the feet and the toenails and things like that. Some of you are asking for different variations of different body types and things like that. Maybe more female characters, old characters, characters with a little more weight that are not as muscular. I'll be having a video where I do 20 ways drawing different body types, and you can leave ideas in the comments for the type of the body types that you're looking forward to the most. So I would include them in the 20, and out of that 20, the ones that you guys have the greatest interest in, judging from the comments and the reactions I get from that 20 ways video, I'll go into more details on that. So if a lot of people like me drawing like an old fat man, then I'll have a video, anatomy video covering that. But remember that these videos are very stylized, so it's like drawing it the way I would draw it, but it's referencing real human beings and real body types and real muscles and real things that exist. But you'll be able to take these ideas, morph them, and form something completely new. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment again if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe. Again, I'm having a free giveaway for Apple Black Volume 1, my comic. You can check it out. The first 4 chapters are free, links in the description below. Y'all can check out Saturday AM. We're having a special 50th issue coming out really soon, and the issue will also include the first 8 pages of Apple Black Chapter 14. And that's it, guys. It's YManga, and I'm outie.